Hello and a very warm welcome to Gold Institute of English Language. And very firstly, I want to say thanks for this lovely audience and this gathering in particular today. And I have students, they are sitting here, and we are going to go for some question and answer session. So students are asking questions, and I am very happy that you all are having some questions, and I hope I will be answering all the questions you have. So once again, I want to say thanks for this lovely audience for joining me today. And Gold Institute is constantly working to make the changes in the lives of students like you. So we have a very strong motive behind this. This initiative is, focusing on only one thing. I want to make you people understand why is English important and why should we go for language that is global in nature. So this language is very important. Everybody has to keep in mind this language can make changes in your life as well. So students are there, and I want to say this actually. So if you have any question from girls, I want to please go ahead and ask any question in case you have.
So first of all, by the way, my name is Laiba Fatima. I want to know from you, sir, कि आप इतने बड़े मतलब इतनी बड़ी इंस्टीट्यूट चलाते हैं, तो उसमें आपको क्या क्या डिफिकल्टीज आती हैं, क्या क्या आप चैलेंजेस को फेस करते हैं? क्योंकि देखा जाए तो हर स्टूडेंट का माइंडसेट अलग है, तो आपको उनके पीछे क्या क्या करना पड़ता है, जीरो लेवल से टॉप लेवल ले जाने तक के लिए क्या करना पड़ता है, और जो मिडिल से आता है उसके लिए क्या करना पड़ता है, जो एकदम जीरो उसके लिए आपको क्या क्या करना पड़ता है?
All right, Laiva, your question is a little difficult to answer, but it is related to the job I am doing. So, guys, I want to tell you very honestly, doing any job, and if you want name and fame in that particular in particular field, it is very difficult. And if you have asked this question, I want to tell you the difficulties and the problems we are facing running this institution. So I know students are coming from different backgrounds, so the background is different, and the initiative I have taken is to teach them speaking English. Actually, I want to make them speak English well. So this is really a challenging task for me. And initially, when I started this institution, I was thinking that students are not able to speak, and how is it possible? But I did this job honestly, and on a daily basis, I make them understand that it is very easy, and by giving them the basic tips related to vocabulary, grammar, and some body language and personality, I am changing the lives of students. And I'm very happy that students like you, Laiba, they are learning English and they are speaking well, and you have such confidence in speaking English, and everybody is changing. I want to say thanks for being here, and all the YouTube viewers, those who are watching this video. I hope Laiva, challenges are there. I cannot explain each and everything that we are facing, but I have the problem related to the backgrounds of students. They come from UP board background, even if they don't have even a single word in English, but it becomes very difficult for them to make them understand and speak fluently in English. I am very happy and proud of my students like you that who are learning well and they are making changes in their lives. Thank you so much.
Hello, sir. My name is Ranjita Maurya. Thanks for giving me this opportunity. Sir, I want to asking one question from you. My question is, what is key qualities of become a successful life?
In order to answer your question, I want to say your question is related to becoming a successful person in life. So everybody wants to be a successful person, and this is a challenging task for most of us. Okay, and I think 95% of the people don't get success in their life, and only 5% of the total population, they are rich, they are businessmen, and they are considered to be the successful person in their life. So I want to tell you that in order to be in that 5% bracket, you need to have some good qualities in you. You have to firstly work on your attitude. Your attitude must be positive all the time. And if even if you are passing through difficult time, ups and downs in your life, you should not be disappointed. Disappointment may take you back. I know you can take the example of great people like those who have their big name in the country and in the world. They all have faced challenges and difficulties in their life. All the great businessmen like Ambani and Adani, you can go and study the story behind that. They all have faced difficulties. So in order to be a successful person, you should be a risk taker. You should accept the challenges you are passing through. You should not be disappointed. These are the things you have to keep in mind. And above all, I would say you should keep educating yourself by reading some books apart from your syllabus. Whatever is there in your syllabus is not enough for becoming a successful person. You should read books like the great authors. They are waiting for you to study their books, to read their books. Like you should go for Napoleon Hill, you should go for Dr. Joseph Murphy. They all have written books that can make changes in your life. And I can tell you that I am not a very good person or rich in status, but I can say, being a trainer of yours, I have a huge fan base. More than 10,000 students, they follow me, they watch my videos. And I have seen in this journey, I have also gone through ups and downs in my life. I have some family challenges, I have my personal financial challenges I am facing, but even then I am growing with the same strategy and the mindset keeping in mind. So I read books, I work hard, and above all, I would say you should wake up early in the morning. All the successful people have one thing in common. They have one habit in common. They wake up early. They commit to their goal. They always focus on the target they have set, and they achieve it. This is why. So there is a long, concept to be shared with you regarding that. But I hope I have shared with you some tips. Keeping them in mind, people have become successful, and you can also be a successful person in your life. That's all I have to say in this regard.
सर, मेरा नाम कोमल है। मैं आपसे क्वेश्चन करना चाहती हूँ। सर, भारत में एजुकेशन सिस्टम क्यों क्यों पीछे है? सर, इसके पीछे जिम्मेदार कौन है?
Related to education and its system that is reaching to no point, I can say Indian education system is on the verge of, I think, failure. And even we see that the government schools, they are not doing good. And in UP, if I talk about, government schools are being closed. You know why? Because they could not do good performances in their power and whatever was going on. So at district level, at village level, schools are there, and it is run by government, and it is not successful. There is no doubt, we can say government schools are not doing well. This is why our government is taking decision to close them permanently. And I want to tell you one thing: education should be copied from the great nations like Switzerland. We can copy the things from USA, United States. And if I talk about education system, India is not considered to be the best one. We have the concepts to be copied from the Western culture. And one thing, in my opinion, as an educationist, I want to say that India should think about it, and proper changes, amendments, on every single trimester basis should be there. Otherwise, the subjects or the syllabus that are taught in the class, they have no connection with the real life situations. In the present scenario, the chapter you study has nothing to do with the demand in the market. You should be taught only one thing that should be in need. We should be taught the ongoing trends, like we should know about DeepSeek, we should know about ChatGPT, and students should be taught in such a manner that they can go anywhere and they can face the challenges and they can show their talent to the world. We should not study about our focus is always on the history. I know history is important to know, but it is not a subject to be taught in the class. Knowing about the history, you cannot create a good job. You should government should change the syllabus first, and proper amendment with the passes of time. Whatever is in demand must be taught to the students, and corruption from every single step must be removed in some way or the other. Because corruption is in the education sector, is in every sector. I see corruption is there. People are not honest. They want to earn money by hook or by crook. Even if in the universities, I see government clerks demand bribe from the students, and it is, even if the camera is set in the office, but money is reaching them. You know why? Because both the parties are agree to that, and they all are creating corruption in the society. Corruption should be removed first, and education must be given to every single poor child as well. Education must be the right of everyone. I know constitution provides fundamental rights of education, but in the real sense they are not getting any education. A poor child cannot get education. Government schools are not performing well. They have to go to a private school that is demanding a huge money from them, and a common man cannot afford such facilities. This is why we have a long to discuss. We have a long thing, I think a great I think detail to share with you, but I cannot tell you all that what exactly is happening. So you must be knowing, and you must be aware of the happening around you. Being an expert, I want to tell that proper amendment with the process of time, and we should be launching education policies. It should be implemented in the real sense, without taking any hindrance, without any problems. We should be thinking about that. That is the solution in my opinion. Komal, I hope you have got your answer, and I have tried to tell you what exactly is the problem in the country. Okay.
Hello, sir. My name is Kiran Yadav. I have a question for you. I want to know from you. My question to you, sir, why did you choose the name Gold Classes?
Actually, Kiran, you have asked a question that is related to the name. It is going to be a brand name in the days to come. I hope people will be in association with us. So the name and the reason behind taking this name is, actually I am a trainer, and I have started this tiny platform to teach rural kids and those who are coming from UP board background, and those who think that English is impossible for me. I don't want to teach those who are experts in English. I want to teach only those who are thinking that it is impossible for me. And the reason behind taking this name was, I took this name Gold because gold everybody loves. We love gold. Everybody loves gold. That is the reason. So I took this name in order to tell you that you should come up over here in this transformational zone. When you enter this classroom, I hope, and I always try to make changes in your life. So I have changed the lives of many students like you, and this is the reason. Gold is something that is lovable, that is loved by all. This is why I took this name, Gold Institute of English Language, and I hope you all are getting that. And with the comments that I get on YouTube pages, I think that students are changing their lives and they are learning something from this platform. This is why I am very happy. Is there anyone who is having any question?
हेलो सर। मेरा आपसे एक क्वेश्चन है। सर, दहेज प्रथा एक सामाजिक बुराई है जो महिलाओं के खिलाफ हिंसा को बढ़ावा देती है, तो टेल मी समथिंग अबाउट इट।
Ritesh, in order to answer your question, to the best of my knowledge, I can say India is the country that is promoting dowry system, and in the Western countries, if I talk about, they are not promoting it, In those scenarios, I have seen in developed nations, both the boys and girls are equal. Both the, bride and bridegroom are equal. But in India, there is a very bad practice. In India, there is a bad practice. Only one person is responsible for that. The whole nation, the whole country is responsible for that. Even the government and every single individual in the country is responsible. In order to put an end to this, black spot on the surface, I can say that, in my opinion, there is no doubt dowry should not be promoted in the society. But even if I can say that everybody is demanding money in some way or the other. If you are not giving money directly to the parties, you are giving some, electrical peripherals, appliances. They also demand huge money. But I can say, firstly, we should promote education in the society. Girls should be equal to the boys. They should be given equal opportunities in almost all sectors. And once they will be educated, I can see that once a girl is in government job, she is, I think, enough to survive, and she has a lot of things that everybody, they don't ask money from them. They are not needed. They don't need any money to give to the parties. Dowry system is for those who are not educated, and I know that in some cases, even those who are having a good reputation and government job, they also promote this. But in some cases, I have seen that if a girl is in government job, she is a teacher, people are coming and they are offering, marriage proposals without demanding any money. So I think the reason is that one thing is that dowry is bad, it should be stopped at the soonest, as soon as it is possible. And the second thing I want to tell in this regard is girls should think that education is important, and by education, by being a successful, proving the whole world that I am successful, they can stop it. So girls should also take initiatives, government should take initiatives, and every single person like us and you and me should think about that. And dowry system can only be removed by this. I think this is in this way we can remove this as soon as it is possible. I hope Ritesh, you got my point.
माय नेम इज आकांक्षा कांक्षा तिवारी। एजुकेशन सिस्टम में कौन कौन सी सुविधाएं लाए जाए जिससे गरीब व्यक्ति के बच्चे शिक्षा प्राप्त कर सकें?
Answer your question, and in order to answer your question, I want to say your question is related to poor kids. They have no access to education because of the problems, financial hardship they have in their life. I think they can be there in the schools, in the colleges, only and only we have, the government should be responsible for that. I have seen in the developed nations, the education from basic to upper, it is free. Higher education is also free. If I talk about some cases in US is offering free education to each and everyone. But government offers free education in India, there is no doubt. We know that the government is working on that. But at ground level, the officials, the government employees, they are creating some problem in the society. Government is honest with the policies, but when it comes to its implementation, the problem is with every single individual. Nobody is honest. Honesty is very important. Every single teacher should be honest with his job, and he can promote education. And the loopholes are there. In order to find them and in order to solve them, we have to come up with the, I think, vigilance. We should be very, very active for that. And government should promote all the policies, and every single rupee that is given to the schools and school teachers, it should be counted, it should be given in a proper manner. So these are the things I think. And one last answer I want to say that I want to give you, that poor kids can be promoted in the schools if their parents are aware. There should be awareness schemes and programs. It must be there. By some awareness programs, they should be taught that your kid is very important. The coming generation needs education. Some parents are not, supporting their kids to go there, and they are also responsible. The government is responsible. We have to come up with some new policies by which we can do it. And government should spend a huge amount of money on education, by which a poor kid can also learn and can grow in his life. That's what I want to say.
First of all, I would like to thank you for giving me this chance. My name is Prince, sir. I have one question for you, sir. I want to know, there is a number of less PhD holder in our India. What is the reason? And who is country? There is a very advanced in PhD English. So, sir, I want to know from you, sir. Please tell something about it.
About PhD degree holders in India. Okay, so coming to the question of yours, I want to say, I can answer this question in a better way because I have also gone through this experience. And in my journey of doing PhD, I saw that in higher education, there are only a few people, those who reach there. So in India, as per research, as per survey report, I see that less than 1% people have a PhD degree in their higher education. The reason is that most of the people get stuck in the primary education. Some of them go to the intermediate, to the graduation, and finally they give up. They actually, the government is not paying attention to the higher level researches, and government should spend a lot of money in higher educations. We have an organization like University Grants Commission. university grant commission, that is UGC, should be given, extra money. They should be given funds, and they should be given proper instructions to promote higher education in the country. If I talk about PhDs, so Slovenia and Switzerland, these two countries are the great nations. They have 3% PhD holders in their country. You know why? Because the government is running, they always have their prime focus on research, and doing some new research is something that we search something in search things. Okay, whatever has been written, you can go and study about it, and you can publish your papers. You can do some research on that. So research, the person who does research is called a researcher, or a research scholar. So in India, scholars are less in number, and we have only a few doctor degree holders, less than 1%. The government can do this, can increase this gap, and can bring the solution for that. It is the matter in the hands of government. And students, for students, I would suggest they should also take care of their studies. They should not stop in the middle. They should go through the process from a lower education, intermediate, and higher up to the doctoral level. They should go for the postdocs as well. So this is why. And I can take my example. I also faced a lot of difficulties in my life, but I never stopped. I never gave up. And finally, I went to the top of the education. I could earn this degree, and I am very happy that this degree is going to help you all. Whatever I know, I am a learner. I'm not a teacher of yours, but with this mindset, I want to teach you all, and I want to pass the knowledge I have achieved to you all. Thank you so much for asking this question. I hope you got my point.
हेलो सर, माय नेम इज विनीता विनीता गौतम। मैं सर आपसे क्वेश्चन करना चाहती हूँ कि कम समय में इंग्लिश को हम कैसे सीख सकते हैं।
Question, and this question I think is quite common in the minds of students and readers like you. They are always confused in what way they can learn English. Some of them are joining coaching centers, some of them are going on YouTube, they are listening podcasts, some of them are reading books, newspaper, and all. They are doing all that stuff, but nobody knows the secret behind that. I want to tell you, as a trainer, the best part that you can get help from is you can get help from listening. If you want to learn a language, you have to listen from. You have to go and listen the conversation and podcast. And one thing is also important with that. If you don't know the basic rules of grammar, you can give 10 or 15 days to know the basic rules of grammar. Because when you speak Hindi, you also use those rules. In every single language, we have some rules and regulations. We should know about them. Don't run after that all the time, but you should have the basic knowledge about that. Knowing the basic rules of grammar, and creating some vocabulary by way of practice, you can speak well. And I could say that in this Google era, there is no problem. You can take online classes as well. So in a short span of time, if you want to speak English, you should follow these steps. Read some books and stay in touch with those people, those who speak English. So these are the things. And if you have shortage of time, you can join any institutions like Gold Institute. You can also join us from online sources. We will be training you, and in that time you can improve faster. If you have time, you can do it on your own self, I think, on your own, and it is very easy. But all you need is your concentration and your true motivation towards that, to learn it. Most of them are not trying to learn, but they have taken batches, they have joined courses, they are not doing things honestly. This is why I want to say everyone should keep in mind those things that I have said.
क्वेश्चन है सर, आप पीएचडी किए हैं तो आप नेट जेआरएफ क्वालिफाइड हुए हैं, तो मतलब किस तरीके से पढ़ाई करनी चाहिए कि मतलब अच्छे से नेट जेआरएफ क्वालिफाइड हो जाए हम।
Related to my area of interest, and I want to tell you, I did my PhD and clarified, I cleared all the exams related to that. And I want to tell you that having success in a particular field, be it net JRF or something, you need consistent efforts. You need to study in a very, created and, good manner. So I have seen that in my experience. What I did, I want to tell you, I studied from both the sources. I studied from book sources available in the market, like I'm talking about my English literature. I did everything in English. So you can be coming, you will be from some other subject. So you have to clarify, your doubts first. You should go from the basic and fundamental concepts to be cleared. So go and study step by step. And I would suggest